Hey guys, it's me Zoe with Chestnut Hills Farmstead. It's been a little while since I've done a video by myself, and here we are. Boy, have things changed. Potager, kitchen garden, not outside my kitchen. Right now, not very desirable. But I do have big dreams to have a beautiful garden space. Not our typical, old-fashioned style garden with things planted in rows and rows, but a cottage style where your flowers and your herbs and your vegetables are all mixed in together, and you just have this abundance of beauty that's created within boundaries. A few years ago, my sweet, sweet husband tried to make that dream happen. And he did exactly what I asked for him to do. But it just didn't turn out to be what I wanted. Let me share with you a few clips from those videos, and then I'm going to catch you up on what I'm doing now to try to make this just exactly what Zoe wants. So, now you've seen what the original potager was. It doesn't look anything like that now. We've showed you that recently, but I'll show you where we're at now with our restart phase. If y'all know, I do that a lot. I do it one way and start over, learn from that, build from that, and you never know. It's forever changing, forever evolving, because our farm is forever changing and forever evolving. Let me show you where we're at with our potager right now, what I'm going to work on today. So here we are. We are almost back down to square one. If you guys remember, you can see where I've had beds. And my plan today is to finish getting this dirt out, because we're going to take all this rock and we're going to put it up in the driveway, because we're going to start all over. We're going to start brand new. So what we're going to do is we've decided it's going to be really, really hard to sift all the dirt out of this rock so that we can put a weed barrier down. We had put plastic, and oh my gosh, the headache we had putting the plastic down. We should have just went ahead and done the weed barrier, and we're kicking ourselves now because we didn't. But instead of losing all of this rock, what we're going to do is we have a gate right there. That's our main gate. And then we also have a top gate, which is at the other end of the property. And so what we're going to do is we are going to take this rock and spread it in those driveways where the entrances are. That way we're getting some good use out of it, and we're not completely losing out. Then we're going to put together some new beds. I ordered a complete garden bed kit, and I'm very excited about it. It's really pretty. We were able to design it ourselves. And then we have a few other surprises of things we want to add into this potager I'm not going to tell you about just yet. So let's get busy getting the rest of the dirt out. We're just going to build on this video, so y'all hang in there with me, because I really hope before I share this with you, I have a little bit of a transformation going. Well, yesterday my sweet husband come in and sped things up for me, and he got all the grass out, all the dirt piles, and he even started pushing up the gravel so he can start taking it up the driveway. But I've got something I want to show you guys, and I'm going to work on it a little bit today. I think he's got to get this gravel moved, and we've got to get the plastic down. But I'm going to go ahead and show you these pretty cool raised beds that I got. I told you guys that I was not real excited about our garden beds that we had built. They just weren't what I was looking for. And I scoured the internet high and low, trying to find something within our budget. And there are lots of companies, as y'all know, that make raised garden beds. So I finally found some that I really liked, and the way that they worked is you can buy a bundle deal, and then you can add some more to it to enlarge your garden area. So we've got these, and we're going to get these put together, and we'll set those out before we decide if we need to get some more, because we have a special feature we want to put in the middle of our garden. Well, it took us a little over an hour, but we got these three. Mac, here, come make sure they can see me. I'm going to stand so I can see comparison. So it's about knee high. It'll be easy to use both sides. We've got a few other shapes to do as well. I like it so far. The supervisor is supervising. And there's the lady supervisor. Let's go check in with Nick. Hey Jason, a supervisor. There's Miss Brooke. You know the ladies, they always gotta make sure the man's doing it right. Daddy, what you think?
Only 13 more to go.
Yeah. That's pretty good size.
Yeah.
That's not terrible.
I really gonna work out good.
I do too. I like them. And they've got the
All
cross.
those boxes you got left.
They got them braces to keep them from bowing.
Show them all the boxes you have left.
Oh, I already showed them. I had them unloaded. Rhett helped me unload them, didn't you? So we unloaded all the boxes onto the table, and then I realized that I needed the table, so I didn't have to bend over the whole time, so we moved them. But there's 8 here. Nope, there's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here, and we have 4 more still at home.
You should have 13 more if you got 3 right here.
Okay, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot. We couldn't fit them all in the truck. Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. Well, as you see, I got all my helpers helping today. She's helping real hard. She's all in, hands on deck, getting everything accomplished today. So we've been putting together these garden beds. I had to come see Cinco for a minute because Cinco is not laying down with the baby. But Ferdinand is. Cinco, is Ferd laying with the baby? We didn't want y'all to have to watch us repeatedly do this, so me and Mackenzie have been hard at it for a couple of days now. We've been getting these beds put together. She is currently finishing up another one. So while she's doing that, let's go check on the animals. Let's check in with Bruno and the baby goats. And then we'll come back and talk a little bit more about this potager dream. Oh, hey cutie patooties. Hey little beauty. Everybody's playing. Hey, Gypsy. Hey, Sink. Well, it's a beautiful sunset. We got everybody, including the geese, squawking. Got babies hanging out. Everybody's eating. Bruno's back there chilling. Bruno's hanging out with the babies. Bruno! Hey, Bruno. I see you. There you are. Hey, Bruno. Okay, so we got a little view of the animals for a few minutes. They're just eating and doing their thing, and the geese are being a little bit loud. So let's talk about protege a little bit more. Behind me is my torn down, what once was my protege garden and is soon to be my protege garden. You know, and this can relate a lot back to life, because we can be something that we're just never quite happy about. And sometimes we just have to tear all that down and start over so that we can fully love what we're invested in. That's kind of where I'm at. I want to fully love this place. And so several years ago, when we first began talking about building a farm, as we were trying to decide the style of farming we wanted, Nick kind of knew he wanted rotational grazing from the get-go. And so by doing that, he started following a farm, and watching their videos led us into watching Jess at Roots and Refuge Farm. And I just fell in love of her sense of gardening. Everything was within a boundary, but you had all this whimsicalness and all this fun and all of this mix match. You know, it was not straight rows of just corn and straight rows of just squash, which we will have, and we always have. But this is a place of, like, it's kind of like creativity. And to me, that would be like my way of disconnecting from the farm while still connecting with Earth, if that makes sense. So in our journey of following along with different YouTube channels in the farming community, somehow we began watching Dutch. So we watched Dutch, and Dutch stopped at Cog Hill. And we're like, man, Cog Hill, they're from Alabama. And then it wasn't long after we began following them, they went over to Tracy's from Just Dig It Farms. And Tracy had this same potager, kitchen garden style garden, an English garden, just so beautiful. And it's just one of those that makes you want to just, you know. And so when I found out, it just made me want this so much more. And Tracy is such a good teacher, you know, and she just makes you want to do it. And I found out that she has the bees and just her whole thing, and we really connected on her in her boot series, and we have just been friends since, and I just love her to pieces. If you don't follow her, you really need to. It's Just Dig It Farms, Tracy and Jean Brittenell. She's somewhere you can go when you've had a bad day and just settle in and have a cup of tea and sit with her on her porch or harvest some herbs with. But anyway, so as I've done that, the last time we began building this potager, we were hurrying. We really just wanted to be able to utilize it. And so we thought the wood boxes were going to be the best route for us. And I just didn't love it. I had it in my head. I sat down with graph paper. We planned it all. We had the wood, you know, planed or whatever it's called from trees. We picked them out. We were like, I want them this long and this wide and this thick. And we did all that. And on the inside, I'm kind of sad because my husband went through a whole lot of trouble to make me happy when it just ended up not being what I wanted. So we decided to tear it all down. The wood was just not working out. We had some boxes that had fallen apart. It was time to fix them or do something different, so we decided to do something different. But when we've used weed fabric before, it was phenomenal and it worked really well for all of our planting. So we're going to do it again, except we're not going to be planting in it. We're going to be planting on top of it. So that's going to be the next step. Nick's going to finish getting this rock out. We're going to roll out rolls. We're going to staple it into the ground, and then we're going to set up all of our beds. But in all of the beds, I also really would like to put us a fire pit. Somewhere after we've worked out here all day, we can walk in these little gates right here, and eventually it's going to have a beautiful fence with lighting around it, and we can just walk in there and build us a little fire and swing or whatever we want to do, and just enjoy all of the work we're putting into all this. And I just envision this being a beautiful, relaxing place. All of this is a lot of work. And I really just want to enjoy our farm and be able to calm down, slow down, and just love it. I just want to love it. And I think that if I can bring myself back to it and make this my place, then I think I'm going to get back to that love that I really want to have. Because right now everything is just work. But it takes time. So we've been working on them all week, every afternoon. And Mackenzie's finishing up one now before I show you what we have completed. And then we'll start laying them out. Once we get them where we want them, we'll probably stake those down into the ground as well. Maybe. I'm not sure how that would work. And Nick's probably going to say, nah. Then we're going to get new loads of gravel, put down some little pea rock around again on top of the tarp, the weed fabric, and then it'll be time to start planting. Bear with me. Stick around. Come along. We're going to get this done. We're going to get it done. Because we're going to make sure that we get it done. Because Mama needs time in the garden. Let's go check in with Mackenzie. Well, welcome home.
Had a late day today.
We got a good bit done.
It's almost 7 o'clock and I'm just getting to the farm.
So I explained we took a week of afternoons and we've gotten this many put together. And I love them.
You still got 2 of the L-shaped and several of the long oval ones left.
Yep. So what do you think about them now?
I think they're going to look great. I just hope the storm don't blow them away.
Our storm has been upgraded to a 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5, yes.
So
for the entire state.
For the entire state.
It is raising all kind of sand from Texas to Iowa right now. I was just watching.
Well, we've had lots of help with the puppies. And we got these beds put together, and I kind of went through the garden and talked about my thoughts and my plans and what has been, what's not no more, and what's going to be.
Well, maybe I can give them an aerial view of it and draw it out for them. We'll try.
Okay.
We'll see.
If not, we can do it in the next one.
Well, you've seen more of it than I have. We're just in the beginning stages of getting this thing revamped, but it may take us a couple of videos to get it done. It won't be all protege over and over and over, but it will take us a couple of videos before you see the final product. Probably not going to make any more progress on it today. Zoe's got some beds put together, but we got a little bit of storm prep to do before this mess gets here tonight and just spends all day tomorrow doing whatever it's going to do. So,
I hope y'all enjoyed watching us put beds together and scoop gravel.
that sounds very boring.
Yeah, but y'all did get to hear a little bit of my thoughts and my dreams and all the things that run through my Zoe brain.
They probably got to see babies.
They did get to
They'll
see
be happy
babies.
about that.
So, lots of things to come.
Guys, we appreciate you being with us. I missed most of this one, so I'm going to watch it as I edit it. We hope you'll stick around, and we'll see you next time at Chestnut Hills Farmstead.
Bye, y'all.